Hey guys, welcome to another session of Epic 7. Due to popular, quote-unquote popular demand on my scientific analysis videos, we're gonna do one for Angelica's skin. So joined, alongside with me is the live studio audience, or the stream rather. So we're doing this live, and this is kind of funny. So Angelica's skin. So looked really weird. So we're gonna do some scientific analysis. First things first, I want to do some photoshopping. I mean, we're just gonna compare, like, right off the bat. There's some differences in the facial features. We're gonna drive this into Photoshop. We're gonna do some proportional comparisons, and I really don't think this looks like the same person. At least, even if it is, the illustration portion, not the sprite portion, the illustration portion looks like it's drawn by a different artist. So we're gonna go and analyze this. First things first, I want to do a couple runs here. I'm actually gonna capture the stuff we're talking about on the video, of course, which I have, and I'm going to go into it doesn't really matter, to be honest. We could do it in a hero's journal. Actually, let's do it in the hero's journal. It's quicker. Do you want to see her S3 animation? And we're gonna spot those differences too. Let's go heroes and Angelica, and then you can preview skills here. So I'm gonna do this. So the video is capturing.
Let the goddess lead the way.
Wait, did I even wait? Yeah, we did. Okay, so we saw that. So that's good. So it's yield, and then let's quickly get onto the skin. So we could preview the skills now through the skin. And then, like, even the stance, like with the it's really weird. But yeah, we're gonna compare. In the name of the goddess, a prayer. And then people have been catching that one frame thing with that kind of like XD face. That's pretty funny. But we're gonna analyze this. So that's both captured now on video. And then we're gonna quickly do I'm gonna do some screenshots for the facial capture, and then we're gonna talk about her a bit. First things first, like when I got the skin, I'm just gonna get it because collection reasons. But when I got the skin right away, like, the facial expressions are pretty crazy actually. Actually, if you take a look at this, take a look at the default skin. And we'll take a look at the expressions here. I mean, this is pretty funny. Like, this is pretty normal, right? This is pretty normal. Like, this one's a bit kawaii. It's got that little W mouth, or the cat mouth, or whatever. But she looks like she is, like, more grown up, right? Okay. But then if you take a look at the skin, oh boy. I'm very glad I actually have all the expressions unlocked. So this review, like the normal there, the upset, the sad, she looks like she's, I don't know, lore wise, isn't Angelica like 100+ years old or something? But she looks like she is 50% of the age that she was in her regular skin, I think. You said I don't know, she doesn't look grown up. Yeah. Oh, hold on, wait. Let's compare this face. Let's compare the normal one. The normal one is technically, I mean, this is too, wait. This one's too kawaii. Like, to an uncomfortable degree. This one's kind of nice. I would say, like, if this one would be my permanent one, because you don't get to see the eyes, because the eyes are too creepy. But here's the normal. I'm taking a screenshot of this right now on the back end, but you guys will see it in the video in a sec. Hold on. Upset face sort of looks like most like the original. Wait, upset face. Really? I don't know about that. Hold on, wait. Let me pop open Photoshop. And then I do have a kind of problem with the skin in terms of, like, the dress. I'm very used to the original Angelica dress, where it's like poofy. So you don't really think about her legs, right? You don't really think of, like, are her legs skinny? Are they, like, muscular? Like Luna. Like, Luna's is muscular, right? And everybody, like, knows. So let's compare. So look at those puny twigs versus, like, Luna. Like, that's like beef cakes. You fiends. Well, you can't really tell, but it's okay. You guys get my point. You guys get my point. So in her poofy dress, you can't really get that kind of essence. So let me do. Hold on. I'm opening up a new file in Photoshop here. Let's make it 1920 by 1080. I'm gonna use a black background here. I know you guys are not seeing it right now. I'm gonna swap the screens in a bit, but I'm gonna paste the screenshots I have first, of Angelica, and I'll use this one too. This Puyang was saying that this one looks most likely like the original, so we're gonna take that one. We'll paste it, and you guys will see my collage later. Okay. Oops, sorry. Okay, so we're back. I don't know. I don't think I need to take a kawaii one. Oops, wrong button. Don't think I need to take a kawaii one here, but let's maybe do it anyway. So I mean, that's ridiculously that's over exaggerated. But to each their own. I think some people actually think that Angelica's skin is cute. I think it's way overdone. And wait. Someone said that she's 300 years old. TRG30 says in the lore she's 300 years old. Okay. Wait, what? Jasmine says, were you looking on Luna? Dude, man, come on. Come on, you know me. I'm classy. I was looking at the legs. Just the legs. Just the legs. Hey, Albot, man. Welcome to the stream. Alright, so that's that. I got enough screenshots of that. And I'm going to clip this one. And we're gonna take a look. Oh gosh, it looks so weird with the serious face doing that kawaii cat lip. Let's do this. Take this one. That looks awkward. Okay, in that sense, I think that that looks way weirder. But I'm gonna take the normal one. Normal one looks good, decently. Okay, and we're gonna compare. And then the last one I'm gonna take is the upset face. Yeah, upset face. Yeah, upset face to upset face. Normal to normal, and then I'll call the kawaii to kawaii one. Okay. All right. So I got all the screenshots I need. So let me go now. Jump into Photoshop. All right. All right. So we took the video that we took in my intro here, as you can see. So we have the skills. We're gonna do some editing. We're gonna compare them frame by frame analysis like we did for Corinne. I just want to see the differences here. I do know that some people have brought up that XD face thing, and I think everyone has seen it. But that's pretty cool. It's like they inserted like one frame. It's pretty nice. And I'm gonna split this, and we're gonna get onto this one. Angelica going to the S3. Yep, right before. Gonna clip that, and then we're gonna finish it. And then now we're gonna onion skin it. Onion skin is just overlapping two, just to compare the frames. So we're gonna go and we'll just drop this to 50% opacity or opacity, depends how you say it. Oh, okay. I already see the XD face. Wait, does both of them have it? Nope. Doesn't. Alright, so we're gonna match the frames. So frame by frame analysis. So let's check this out. Alright, so we got that is the new Angelica. We're matching. There you go. Close. Wait, one sec. Okay, so we go frame by frame. Okay, I'm a one frame off, so I'm gonna zoom in a bit more. And we're gonna move this until we match per frame. The tricky thing is that my video capture is capturing at 30 frames per second, and my the game runs at 60. So there's a possibility that, you know, with some sort of lag, you can actually miss frames on the capture. But I think I'm close. I think I'm really close. I'm gonna choose another frame to match. I think that's it. I think this is it. The position's a bit different. No. They did this for the Korean one as well. They inserted an additional animation frame, which could be possible. Okay, so it looks like I'm one frame off. One sec. the position of their face is different too on the animation. As you guys can see there's that ghosting. So the proportion of the face is actually different. But we're going to take a look at what's actually going on. I'm moving it frame by frame, and I think I've gotten a pretty decent match. They're not at the same speed. Sadly, I don't know if it's one less frame on Smilegate's part, or my capture has failed to capture a frame. It seems that this is at the end here, pretty closely tied. At the most, each video, each animation has about 1 or 2 frames missing back and forth, but they match up for the most part. You can see that they match up for the most part. So if I was off sync, I wouldn't get matched frames for multiple frames. All right, so let's go. Let's put this up. I'm gonna do them now at 100% opacity, and I'm also gonna scale them down so we can put them side by side. Another thing is that I do have my my avatar thing, my background image captured on these. I'm gonna crop those out, but after I figure this out, I'll start from here for both, and I'm gonna end them together right after the actual S3 animation. I'll just end it here. I'll end it here. Okay, so that's done, and I'm just gonna drop a mask. I'm gonna cover it. Both have sound on. I'm gonna turn it off. Yeah, Pooyang's like, these close-ups make Angie look really cute. Oof. Hey Curry, welcome to stream. You haven't missed that much. We're doing some Angelica skin analysis. So I'm gonna drop a mask on here. So it's almost like I'm also teaching After Effects while I'm doing this. So extra content for everyone. Everybody can start becoming After Effects master. All right, here we go. So that's it. That's cropped. I'm gonna copy and paste this mask onto the other one, so both have the same thing, and then we're just gonna get both scales down. Let's get them to 50%, and we're gonna drop them up and down. Actually, we'll put the original one on top, the new one on the bottom, and I think it's good enough. I think it's good enough. I'm also just gonna change really quickly, change the size of my composition so we don't get so much black space. But to be honest, I could drop in another color in there so our focus is on just the two. But let me get to a frame where, there you go, that's better, that's cleaner. Okay. Interesting though, it's interesting that they changed the position of the face. They're not in the exact same place. You can see a bit of changes here. Hold on, let me just drop this down a bit, giving you that black gap in between the two, but you can actually see something different going on. Angelica on the top, so top one is the OG Angelica. OG Angelica has a longer face than the new one. You can actually see it on the same frame. The chin actually hit the bottom of the screen. Chin actually hit the bottom here. So I'm gonna just quickly, I don't know, maybe make a rectangle. No, that's it, making a mask. I want to make it a shape. To highlight the differences, we're gonna use some shapes. So yeah, you guys can see that, right? Like, you guys can see it. I think I zoomed in my screen pretty well. The chin is cut off here, but here there's actually a distance between the bottom. So her face is actually longer on the top one. And for those of you who are actually like artists and you draw like anime or whatever, usually the shorter the face, the more like chibi or cute, and then an AKA younger they look. The longer the face, the more mature. So I mean, that could very well be the case of what's happening here. I'm doing a frame by frame movement. Yeah, you can see see this scientific analysis. Hold on, let me move the, oops. See if I can move it. Yeah, I may try doing a bit of measurement just to see if it was just that frame or are we off. So I'm gonna measure from the lip or the mouth to the chin. Scale this. Scale it down there. Gonna zoom just a bit. Adding more rotation. Okay. Gonna zoom it a bit. Gonna scale it a bit. Okay, just comparing the height. So, although it's not pixel perfect, maybe just a bit more. Yeah, that should work. Okay, so we're gonna measure this now. The shadows and blush are different too, says King Durza. Oh, the blush is a bit different. You're right. You're right. The blush is different. It's very, very faint. I don't even know if the stream can capture it since it does a decompress, or rather compress the quality of the video. Hopefully this captured on my video recording. Okay, so yeah. Well, no. The chin on this frame looks about the same. But it is amazing though. If you really think about it, no, this is about the same. If you really think about it, are they redrawing? Because that's pretty amazing. Redrawing for the skin. The hair is a bit different too. You can see the quality of the hair here. So I'm gonna use this as a red pointer. You can see that OG Angelica has these black outlines or black lines in between her braids, but the new one doesn't. Interesting though, what you can see when you plug this in, huh? It's almost like they wanted the skin to look younger, says Gramos. We're all like theory. Ooh, what is this weird theory? What is the reason? Is there a background reason to it? I read her lore and it said like she is just a mysterious student, but it doesn't say that she was younger. Or maybe she is trying to be younger because she's trying to be a student, right? Maybe. Shadow on the nose on the second frame is a bit different. You can see the size is slightly off. I'm gonna change the stroke. Actually fill. Well, you guys can see it. Like the nose here. Oh, I'm adding more. Crap. Not a Photoshop master. Not a Photoshop master. There you go. I'm just gonna put the dot there so you guys can see it. The nose shadow is a bit off. So it seems like they're redoing the illustration. They might have. So what my guess is, and I don't know what their production is like, but what my guess is that they have like wireframe sketches of like every hero, and they probably like just go back in and they just like recolor them. I'm pretty sure that has to be the case. There must be some kind of unflattened version. Like, so what I mean is like, you know, they're where they had like initial like maybe ink line drawings, so like the colors are not in, so just in case they wanted to ever tweak colors or whatever, they're not kind of like the graphic is not baked, so they actually have flexibility to change it. Maybe that's what they're doing. Maybe that's like the basis of how they're doing this. Moving it down a bit in the frames. So this one we talked about the chin. You guys saw that, the chin analysis there. Ears like about the same. Yeah, the braids things are still having the same detail issue. The colors are a bit different, but I'm okay with the colors being a bit different. Again, I'm pretty sure that they have outline drawings they're basing it on, and then they're recoloring and reshading for what they need to be. Okay, so chin is still shorter. Okay, we're one frame off on this one, so everything else matches. You guys can see that everything else matches, but there's one frame off here, but it's okay. Now we got the matched one. Eyes, a bit more detail on the bottom of the eyes. You can see here, this is the skinned one. You got a bit more of that bottom refraction of the eyes. You got a bit more like breaking, which adds more detail to it. Whereas this one is just a pure circle. Now this could just be an obvious, just an evolution of the art. It's very clear actually if you take a look at all the Epic 7 animations. Some of the original characters that came out when the game was like released, the animation type is like slightly different than some of the newer ones that we're getting. there's like more like special effects. Like so for example, I think like Vivian's, Charles, some other ones I can't think of off the top of my head, but they have like more background. Like ML Araminta, you see like clouds and everything. The eyelash shine is different. The ear shape is different. The ear shape? Oh, the ear shape is different. You're right. So maybe they're not really basing it on more pencil drawings. Maybe they have not the ink drawings. Maybe they just have like rough sketch pencil drawings per frame and they're re-inking it too. You're right. The shape is different. One has a little U dip, the OG Angelica, and the bottom one doesn't. It just straight up cuts. Interesting. Very interesting. The nose shadow on the top one is more pronounced. That gives it a bit more like depth to the nose. So usually, again, like if you're drawing like anime or whatever, for kids, usually the nose are smaller. So maybe that also reinforces why we think the new one is more youthful. But anyways, let's continue on. I'm looking at it. Yeah, some colors are shifted, but it's okay. It's okay. The Corinne one had obviously the biggest nerf in terms of you guys know what I'm talking about. We managed to dissect that pretty clearly. This one looks pretty similar. Even the eye refraction, they still have it. The details you can see in the eyes, the bottom, that light blue teal color. Whereas the top one is just a full, oops, sorry, my bad. The top one was just a full color. So yeah, so we can see that. Okay, so let's move on. Oh, this is an interesting one. I didn't even notice. The hats are different. Are the hats different? So one has a little, like, the top one has like a jewel on top. It does have like more thing. Yeah, I guess it makes sense. It does make sense. I'm just reading the comments on the stream. So and then the other one, yeah, so one looks more like, the hat looks like more like the Sultan from Aladdin. So the Sultan, like the emperor guy, the fatty. So the top one looks more like that, and then the bottom one looks like just like a sailor hat, something like on Donald Duck. Okay, so like a poofy white thing. Yeah, you can see that there's like the covering there, but this one you have a bow tie at the end. You got the hair flailing out. Yeah, so it's just a regular schoolgirl hat, I guess. Donald Duck. She goes to the Donald Duck Academy. Oh, okay, whoa, weird. I didn't even notice there was a bow on the original Angelica on the side, but you can see there on that frame. Nice. Okay. Learning a lot about the character. Ooh! One mouth is open. Alright, now this is where it's juicy. Getting to diverse. The hats are so poofy. Yeah. This is the diverse, man. Diversity. We got totally different expressions. Totally different meaning in the facial expression. Yeah, the mouth is open on the schoolgirl outfit. Okay, and then yeah. This is where we start seeing that XD face. The schoolgirl one is happier. You already see her eyes in the laughing face, whereas the OG Angelica looks like she is about to like smite someone. Interesting. Happy to go to school. The top one looks bored. The bottom one looks more confident. Yeah, the top one looks bored. It's like, I want to retire already. Okay, yeah. So this is the one. This is the one that is, on Reddit and surfaced everywhere. That face, though, definitely interesting because it only lasts for 1 or 2 frames. So it is pretty hard to capture without going frame by frame. I actually don't. I think someone just like really focused on it and really noticed it. So I really like that. So this was captured on early. If we compare both, let's see, go frame by frame. Okay, so this one does a little. So here we have a bit of a frame jump. And it still does the XD face all throughout. And her scepter is different. So I did notice that. So the bottom one looks like a Sailor Moon kind of thing, right? He's like, Dragon, how do you know that looks like Sailor Moon? Yeah, the light is different too, yes. But I consider that coloring, and I actually don't expect them to have the same coloring. Oh, I have no idea what that is. Mipple says the bottom one looks like Sakura Card Captor. I have no idea what that is. Or Card Captor Sakura. Says Ruby. I have no idea what that is. Feels bad, man. I'm dating myself that I only know about Sailor Moon. Okay, this lighting is different too. The scepter doesn't shine through on the top one. The bottom one does. So they are adding effects. So you can see that they're applying these blend mode effects, which technically is more advanced. Now, I don't know if they had that technology on the top one, but as I was saying, as Smilegate is, you know, going ahead and doing more animations, it seems that their animations are getting more and more like advanced. There's more like visual effects or special effects added to the S3 animations, which were usually just traditionally hand-drawn, hand-colored. But because in game, like all these glows and stuff, it's really hard to hand draw. Like those are like generated like from other graphics or whatnot. So yeah, so I'm finding that they're adding that more of that stuff into the actual hand-drawn animation portion, which is kind of cool. But it's a different flavor though, so it depends if you like that or not. But anyways, that is the actual S3 animation scientific analysis frame by frame. Hopefully I did it justice. Now let's jump into Photoshop. I want to do this last part just to capturing the face. Now this is again very scary. Again, the reason why I don't like the new skin is not because of the work put into it. Like they put so much work into it. It's awesome. But it's more of just because it creeps me out. I already didn't like Angelica. For those of you who really know me, I already didn't like Angelica to begin with. I think she looks weird. But some people, like my brother, think she looks cute. She's like, what? She looks kawaii. And I'm like, no. Hold on. I'm going to crop it a bit better here because this is not really fitting. I think I'm just going to focus on the face. Other details, yeah, we can see the evolution of the drawing here. I mean, just if you take a look at this, hold on. I'm going to just crop the face, a bit of the shoulder. Let me just do this. Just copy and paste it. Cut it out. I'll try to use the same like kind of same framing. Hold on, I'm gonna put it to do an overlay. No, overlay won't work. I think screen was just fine actually. And I'm gonna try to crop them in the same thing. I line up the heart eyes. Ooh, can't even line up. Oh, one's cross-eyed, right? You can't. So I'm just gonna line up the hat then. Just line up the hat. I think that's good enough. Okay, can't do that. And then the last one here, you line up the hat. Yeah, it's pretty good. Okay. So we got those three, and then I'm gonna try to line up the other Angelica ones too. I'm gonna line up the original first, even though they won't. I'm just gonna try to roughly get the face. Can't really. It's not. They're not the same. The hat is way bigger on the old Angelica. I just tried to roughly do that there. Crop it. Okay, and then that last two. We're just gonna crop this one to these. One sec. Screen. Yeah, that hat's right there. Yeah. Okay, I'll get that there. Copy and paste, delete, and then the last one, and then we're ready. Gotta do some analysis on the face for sure. There's a difference. I want to see why the other one looks more more kiddish though. The new one. Delete. Yeah, how do you call that face? You guys call it the Uwo face or whatever? What? I don't even know what that. How do you pronounce it? Do you even say that? I just call it the kawaii face, or wannabe kawaii face, because some people try to do that face, but then they might not be cute, so they're just a wannabe. They're not even actually cute. Okay, and then these ones, we'll put them in the same order in terms of expression. So this one's the normal. This one's the normal. This one is the angry one. And then this one is the cutie one, the cutesy one. All right, cool. So here we go. So let's draw some, because the newer one has that youthful chibier face shape. Is it though? Is it the face shape? Let's take a look. Zoom in. First things first, I'm gonna do my awesome pen tool, Jagan's pen tool skills. I'm gonna do let's make it red. Actually no, we'll do this first. We'll do the pen tool first. We'll trace the face. Okay, just the chibi face. Is it a chibi face? Okay, I gotta try to unbias it, because there is some thickness to their ink drawings, so I gotta try to like match it as close as possible. Otherwise, like, any pixel I move might change the proportions of the face. Okay, so that is, even though that this isn't well, I guess yeah, I don't know. Wait, path, let me see. I'm gonna go with pen tool. Actually, I should have chosen shape. Hold on, I gotta do it again. I just chosen shape. I'm gonna close the fill, and I'm gonna turn on a red color for the stroke. I'm gonna make it a bit bigger, probably make it like 3 pixels or something like that. And then now when we do it, it should show it live. Yeah, this is what I mean. Okay, so it's also it's also aiming on the outside. I don't want it on the outside though. I want it in the middle. There you go. Okay, there you go. Okay, so 3 pixels is too much. 2 pixels. And yeah, we're gonna change that to a line in the middle. Yeah, 2 pixel I think is good. It will be bold enough so we can see it on the video. Okay, so that's the face shape that I've got. Okay, that's the face shape I got. Is that a chibi face shape? The hair really blocks it though. I'm gonna drag it down. And we're gonna, okay, so obviously, so we're gonna go chin point to chin point, and we're gonna rotate this, and we're gonna find out. I think it is a chibi. It is a chibi face. It's a chibi face. Look at that chib. Look at that chibi. Look at this. Look at the cheeks. Look. No change in the proportion. Wow. Holy crap, man. We're forgetting that Angelica is old. I'm not. But it's scary that her new skin, to get into a school, she transformed herself into a smaller. She has a recorder? Aren't they called recorders out of the backpack? That it's not a flute. Flutes are sideways. That's a recorder in her backpack. I actually never noticed that. She has a ruler there? Wait, I gotta look at this in more detail. But okay, hold on. This face, I'm gonna try to do it this way. Hold on, I'm gonna duplicate this. I'm gonna try to do again, scientific way, and I'm gonna cut this in half. Okay, because the Angelica we're looking at right now has a more symmetrical face. So I'm just gonna do this to see, you know, if this was the chibi face on the regular Angelica, how far would the face be, the difference? Yeah, look at that. So we're really missing like a bit of like chibiness on the bottom Angelica there. She has a more slim elegant face. So definitely this one's way more kiddish. Another way we can find out is based on proportions, just proportions itself. So yeah, that looks about right. So we're not too far off here. Just pretty chibi. The hair is blocking the right side of the face. So wow, this is awesome, man. This is awesome. That's an accordion? No, wait, no. That's called a recorder, isn't it? Hold on. That's a recorder? Okay, thank you. Dream Saber, you get a shout out because he says it. Okay. So Dream Saber just confirmed that I know what I'm talking about. Okay. Alright. The next thing is proportions. We're gonna take it because hair can be a very confusing thing. I'm just gonna hide this one. Create a new layer. We're gonna take this Angelica as our proportional standard. I'm gonna use a brush tool. Again, we're gonna drop it down to about 2 pixels. Seems that 2 pixels work. I'll make the brush a bit harder, and we're gonna make it red as well. I'm gonna do this. We're gonna take the top of the eyes. Okay, we top the eyes, the bottom of the eyes, even though you shouldn't do this, but for anime characters' sake, I think I'm going to. Nose and our mouth. Now, the mouth I'm not gonna do because this one is open mouth. This one is too, but mouth in anime, it can shift quite a bit based on expression. So I'm just gonna take the bottom of the chin, and we're gonna take, let's see, the eyebrows, and we're gonna draw a line straight through it, all the way to the top. And we're going to also kind of try to see where her forehead ends. I'm gonna take this top line here, this one, that corner, as where I think her forehead, like where her hairline stops. All right, so I'm gonna try that, and then we're gonna take this. Now we got the measurements. I should try to kind of notify myself so I know what is what. Otherwise it can get confusing when I drag it up. I'm gonna do a little blue hint here for the eyes. Okay, for the brush on the eyes, I'm gonna do a little blue hint. In between these are eyes, and then that is obviously nose. That is obviously okay. So that's good enough. Okay, so we're gonna take this. We're gonna put this onto this Angie, and the head shape is the same. The head shape should be the same. The scale should not be different based on our chin thing. Okay. So if we take this and we plop this in now, I'm going to rotate it a bit. We're also going to do a bit of a perspective because actually I might do the perspective first. We're going to take a distort tool. We have to shift it and we have to rotate it too. Actually, I think rotation comes first. No, rotation comes first. Rotation comes first. Oops, it's ruler. Here you go. Yeah, Alan, man. This is a scientific review, bro. Scientific review. Okay, because you can see her nose is tilted, right? Her nose is tilted. So wait, that doesn't make sense. How does her nose? Her chin looks longer in this one. That is counter to what we were. The head size different. Hold on, my dispatch missions just came back, so you guys can hear some sound effects. The hat is higher. Hold on, let me zoom out. Is it higher? The hat. I don't think the hat is higher, but we could make a measurement thing too. Yes. Now, what bugs me is that the chin length to the nose is longer on the little one. Is longer on the chibi one. But I think it's because she's smiling. I don't know. Basically, a longer chin actually means that this is actually going opposite of what we were trying to do theorycraft. But the eyes, though. The eyes, when I drew it on the original, and oh, you know what? I should keep a copy of this so we could compare it. Instead of just dragging it, we gotta keep it. The eyes on the bottom, Angelica, though, you can see that I'm taking the bottom and top edge, so the red actually lines up with that. But the top one, this one though, even if we ignore the chin for a second, even if I rotate this onto the chin line has to line up, the nose has to line up, but you can see the eyes are actually really big. The eyes are really big. The eyebrows, I took the top. The eyebrows don't matter because the eyebrows changes by expression, as you can see. So I guess eyebrows don't matter. But then the head, the forehead here, I actually do think that the forehead is off. I think her forehead actually begins a bit lower, like somewhere around here. I'm gonna use a green brush. I think based on the way we measured this forehead, which is at the kind of like the edge of that hair split there. Let's say her forehead is like about here. I get it, like this top piece technically should be connected to like this part of the forehead, so it gives this much room. I'm gonna draw an arrow, this much room for the forehead technically. But if we are looking at just this peak, which is what we measured with for this Angelica, technically her forehead is shorter. It should be here. So that doesn't that means her face is smaller too. Although actually if we take that original thinking, so because if you take like the hair as chunks, like let's say if they're like radishes or cabbages in the ground, you know that they're rooted somewhere. Based on this, my estimation is this root is about here. So for this chunk of hair, this root is actually located about here. Gives her, actually that's a really big forehead if it is. So maybe my proportions are wrong. Hold on. Wait. Move it down a bit. Maybe somewhere there. You want like LMAO? Yeah, okay. If that is the case, this still, cause her head is like this. So yeah, this takes experience. Like there are probably some like better artists than me on stream. Her head should be like this. Oh my goodness. No, that's not how big her head is. Let's do this scientifically. Let's break this down. Wait. Let me redeem myself. My credibility has to be redeemed. I'm gonna take a blue shape here. We're gonna draw a circle that hits at the edges of her head. So proportionally that should be where her head is. Let me draw this for a sec so you guys can see what I'm talking about. I'm gonna take this actually for this one, if I can change the stroke, I want to make it 2 pixels again. Okay, yeah, so that's right. Okay, so let me turn off some of the grids here so we don't get confused. So generally speaking, the face goes up there. Yeah, so the head should be about this. Everything else could be addressed with hair, but there is a structure. There's a skeletal structure even in anime drawings. Now, if I take this and I use the brush tool, you can kind of see. I'm just gonna quickly like do this. Okay. That should be like where her head is. So that is the shape of her head. So if we turn back on now that green patch, I'm not wrong. I'm not exactly wrong. This is not, no, I'm wrong. If that's her circle is too big. No. This circle is not too big. That's a decent head shape. You can see this. Generally people like start drawing the eyes like around this level, and the forehead in anime, this is not bad. This is not actually a bad proportion. In anime, they start dropping like hair from here. So let's say if I draw like a Jagan character, that's me. You can see that circle is not too big because that's where the hair is, right? That's where the hair should be. Now, if you have long bangs, of course, it can confuse it. But I think my proportions are actually pretty on point. I'm gonna drag this back. So I'm wrong about the hair root. The hair root is not that high. If it's that high, that's at the top of the skull. That's at the top of the skull. So it is actually lower. It is actually lower. It's like somewhere around here. It's somewhere around here. And then the lines, hold on. These are actually located on top of the head. So basically she has hair dropping all the way down. So it's not rooted here exactly, but there could be some rooted here. All right. It's the hair layering. Yes, there you go. Yeah, Yu Wang is exactly you just said it in 4 words that I'm trying to explain with drawing, but I think I'm making it more confusing. But yes, it's the hair layering. That's basically it. But now with this, let's take this skeletal structure of this Angelica. This is actually probably better than my proportional line thingy. We'll take this and we'll put it on top here. And because of the nature of the chibs, because she's chibi, this will obviously not line up. But you can see that, holy crap, her head is huge. So, wait, who said my head is too big? Hold on, wait. Someone said it. Okay, Dream Saber said the circle is too big, right? You said it was for this, but now check this out. Check this out. That is amazing. That chibi face is really, really big. Hold on, let me draw, duplicate this. Pretty big difference. That doesn't even cover her head. That doesn't even cover her head. I'm gonna scale this up. I'm gonna scale it up to where the cheeks end. And just to see if that actually works. No, her head is huge. Her head is huge. What? Midnight says, dang, I just got here. Are you going to compare foreheads like you compared Corinne's jiggle? Oof. Her head is pretty big, man, I gotta say. I think I gotta like actually proportionally stretch this out like wide. And she can't follow the original proportions. Cause you can don't know, I think I'm doing this. I'm screwing up here. This is confusing me. You see that if I turn off this line, the circle there, like for that forehead to work, like this has to be stretched out all that way. It has to be like this. Like maybe even bigger, like that. Like so the edge of the cheeks are hitting that. Yeah, it looks a bit more closer, I guess. But wow, that's a pretty big difference. I'm gonna take this and I'm just gonna really quickly just like cut it and rotate it. Although that doesn't work. The cheeks are not fitting now. So I probably have to cut it down a bit, scale it a bit. But definitely we can see some differences in the proportions of the eyes and then the forehead and this head shape. It's more like this. It's more like that. Yeah. Head positions. Yes, the head positions are different, but you see I'm rotating, I'm distorting it to helping us still align on certain aspects of it. And where's the grid I drew on that one? Did I remove it? Oh, I moved. Oh, wait. Oh crap, I think I deleted it. Okay, never mind. I'm just gonna recopy it here. Alright, so yes. Yeah, the eye is definitely bigger. I'm also gonna just measure just straight eyes. Just the eyes itself. If I take this and I turn off this grid, and let's just take, let's just actually like literally copy and paste her eye onto the cute version, and then we'll see. John, let's take it verbatim. All right, here we go. Whoa, 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 mama. Whoa, mama. Okay, that's huge. Huge difference. We're actually going to give a scientific number on the size of this. First things first, I'm going to actually clean this part up. I'll take the eraser tool and we're gonna take an actual percent on the scale, like a really close. Oh, oops, that's the eyeball. Actually, I'll keep the eyeball. The skin and the white of the eye white portion is a bit hard to tell, but I'll take just the eyeball itself. Oh boy, that's huge. I'm gonna make it a bit transparent so we can see under, and when we're aligning it. Okay, actually, you know what, I'm gonna make it transparent, but I'm also gonna make it in a screen, no, not screen, overlay. Yeah, so you can see the black edge of the eye. I'm gonna scale it up a bit, and I'm gonna tell you guys the actual scale. You might see it off, you won't see it on screen because my interface on the Photoshop is not showing on the top of the stream. That is 100%, right? That's 100%. That's what we came in with. And I'm going to scale it to around the level of the skin version. I'm moving it around so I can see the edges of the eye. The eye shape is a bit different, and I get the angles a bit different too, so I'm going to rotate it. I'm going to try to match it. It's a bit bigger. Just the eyeball. We're just gonna go for the eyeball. Okay, that right now to me on the screen it says 18% increase. So I'm gonna turn this back on to normal. Yeah, it looks about, that's even a bit bigger, but I think it's the width of the eyeball. The eyeball width is different. So she looks so derpy. She looks so derpy. What? 18% difference in change. I'm butchering this. Smilegate will never trust me with their game. For any content. There you go. Everyone else is like, what the heck is this? Okay, yeah, so yeah, man, like that's 18% bigger eyes than the OG Angelica. You can see, I mean, yeah, that looks pretty close, right? Like, don't notice my bad photoshopping, but that looks pretty close. Like it's the essence is there, right? The essence is there. You can totally see that big watery eye thing. And if I take those same eyes and put them on the OG Angelica, look at this. So I'm gonna turn this off. I'm gonna put this on. I'm gonna rotate it. Yeah, it's the eyes. The eyes are the biggest ones. Like even if no one went through the details of actually like going and like measuring the proportions and stuff. Oh, this one's a bit crooked. Even if no one went and did like the proportion stuff that we did, you could see that the eyes are the biggest difference. Not just the style, but the total size of the eye, proportional to the face. And we already said that the face is smaller. Yeah. That looks so odd on the OG Angelica. It looks like she's cross-eyed though. Hold on. I'll move it just a bit. It looks more anime, bigger eyes. But then the thing is that there's an anime essence to the game, but there's also a more like properly proportional aspect to the game, which I like. So it did scare me the first time we did see the Angelica skin. I'm like, why does she look like a totally different hero? But the sprite itself does look similar. It's only the illustration and the S3 animation do we see some changes, and the S3 animation held to the original Angelica pretty closely. There were some differences as we saw, but I keep turning off the eye layers, so it looks like she's going like bazunga, bazunga. Whoa! I got a 5-star ML. Yeah, animation. It doesn't look like Angelica. Yeah, right. It's the same. XPSCL. Yeah, totally. Yeah, I'm not gonna do the rest here. I mean, you can see it's pretty exaggerated. I'm gonna pop back the game for a sec. I'm gonna read her description and I'm gonna end off the scientific video. It's pretty scientific so far. Pretty scientific. One sec. Okay. So now let's go and I want to check something out. I feel her head doesn't look right being attached to the body, says Caliber. This? Yeah, it's a really weird one. It's a really weird one. Okay, here we go. I wanted to read this. So there's a backstory to, oops, this manage equipment. Sorry, you guys can see my bad build. One sec. Okay. Skin, this one. All right, so there's the story behind it. Right. So recapping, it's a mysterious transfer student, a mysterious new student who snuck in during the confusion of a new semester. It is pretty confusing. Like I said, look at the sprite, right? Notice the sprite on the side, on the left there. They look pretty similar in terms of like the eyes and all that, but it's just the illustration. A totally different character. They could have released as a totally different character, like change the hair color, maybe remove the hat or something, and change the hairstyle, and you have a totally new character. But it's interesting though. I really just think that they changed artists. I'm not 100% sure if they actually meant to do it. I don't know. But either way, that was pretty fun. Also took on Angelica Montmorency's leg for her. Oh, hold on. Wait 1 sec. You're talking about the sprite, right? Yeah, I mean, well, even in the original, other than the poofy dress, you could tell that her legs are skinny. So, yeah, and then, what do you mean by Angelica Montmorency's legs? Oh, you mean the position of the legs? They're all skinny. Maybe it's all that Order of the Blue Cross. They're all skinny legs. But I was saying that, look at Luna's beefy thighs. Who else has beefy thighs? Kisei does too? Like, Ice Kisei? Wait, Judge Kisei? Yeah, Judge Kisei's pretty beefy too. So yeah, I guess Angelica, people are saying that she's a lolly. Is she? 300-year-old? Baiken does? Hold on, wait. Let me check. Baiken. You can't... not in this image at least, but yeah, I suppose so. Yeah, Baiken has some sturdy legs. So, yeah. Emma Cecilia too. Yeah, so like, yeah, it's just the Angelica legs. They're twigs. They're twigs. Corvus has beefy legs. Ooh. Yeah, baby. Squat day every day, man. Squat day every day. And Dark Corvus too, man. Look at those beefy, handsome legs. Look at those. Oh wait, I just realized Dark Corvus actually has rocks under his thing. I never realized this. He actually has a pile of rocks under floating. Ooh, okay, man. We're learning so much. Okay. Armin has skinny legs. Really? I would imagine that she has actually pretty beefy legs because she looks like she has top heavy armor. Oh, that is pretty skinny. But she's armored, so it doesn't really feel like she's as skinny as Angelica. Sorry, I had to turn my head. Yeah, I don't think this doesn't look like as skinny as Angelica. My neck hurts, Dragon. Yeah, sorry about that. Okay, so yeah, I think that's it, man. That's it. What about Silk? So now all of a sudden it's just a leg stream. Silk is pretty good. Rose is pretty good. Rose is pretty beefy, like very warrior-y. Is that even a word? Warrior-like. There you go. Warrior-y. Gloomy. Yeah, even Curious, like she's really skinny, but even her legs look bigger than Angelica's. So they're really going for that kitty kind of look. Equip. Yeah. Okay. All right. Anyways, I'm gonna end this for the video's sake. Wait, Pikachu says top 10 best legs in game when? Ooh, new video idea. So if people want that, I gotta satisfy my customers, my viewers. All right. But I'm gonna end this video here. If you guys have, just go check it out. Follow me on Twitter. Subscribe to YouTube as always. Thank you guys for watching these scientific analysis videos. You guys make it possible because of your feedback. So hopefully this has been informative and fun at the same time. I'm gonna end this here, and I'll see you guys on the next video.